What if disconnecting was the best way to reconnect? Reconnecting with the things that really matter. Our planet and the living. After 20 hours of flight, 6 hours of bus ride, and 2 hours of sailing, we finally reached the North Palawan in the Philippines with my friend Sonia, a great photographer. On the way, we met Alejandro, a Venezuelan geographer who accepted to guide us towards our destination. When we met Eddie and Jack, we understood that this little piece of heaven on earth was the result of 10 years that invested trying to build a human project. This project is called Tao. That means human in the local language. And I have to tell you that as soon as we arrived, we really felt like we had reached paradise. So what is that all about? Tao project could be described as a sustainable tourism project, some sort of eco-friendly business which offers to tourists, travelers, a unique expedition throughout the most marvelous landscapes of the Philippines. But it's a lot more than that. The very first step for Eddie and Jack was to establish a strong link with our local environment. Meeting the people, discovering the culture and knowledges, like fishing and sailing, but also by sharing human and creative experiences. They found the key of gaining their acceptance and trust. Tao community now consists of 300 people coming from the surrounding villages, and there, those families found the prospect of a better future. We traveled all around the archipelago with Sonia, discovering as much beauty as misery, remoteness, drought, no hospitals. Most of the villages are completely isolated. In reaction to this sad assessment, the Tao community decided to begin the constructions of schools. The development of education facilities seemed to be the most relevant hope to bring up future perspectives. A thrilling shiver runs through my entire body when this glimmer of hope enlightens these kids' eyes. Over the last few years, climatic disturbances provoked by El Niño destroyed a wide part of Tao's infrastructures: boats, trailers, houses, farms. A sailor even disappeared during a storm. Later on, the drought sterilized the soils, and that led to the inhabitants to resort to a slash and burn agriculture. It's a devastating technique which consists in increasing heavily but temporarily the fertility of a land by burning its vegetation. This process basically kills the soils and contaminates the water. But how could we blame starving people for trying to survive? And that's the reason why Tao tries to provide sustainable alternatives. One of these alternatives is called permaculture. Instead of struggling with nature, you just learn to observe and find its elemental balance. Here, one produces the strict essential, recycling all the wastes and taking benefit from each and every resource without exhausting them. From the farm to the plate, the process is slow and demanding. Therefore, food is a central point of civilian and cultural organization of this community. If I could bring one thing back, and only one thing, I think it would probably be the breathtaking recipes of all the local cooks. I mean, they have colors, they have flavors. That's one plain and simple art of living. Your environment can be your worst enemy, or it can also become your best friend. Jack, he found in the bamboo a prodigious and adaptable material for any type of constructions. I mean house, boats, farms, and even tools. That's what encouraged him to reconciliate the locals with this long-gone technique of shaping and building with this material. Tao is a sustainable business project. It's the living proof that tourism can also conform with responsibility, fair trade and respect of the human and natural environment. It does work. I have seen it. Finding a better way to use technology, matching with principles of balance and sustainability. Maybe that's the righteous way for us humans to reconnect. What if this could be applied on a large-scale basis?